Oh my God, good evening, everyone. This is so not about me. This is so about you and our honorees and this incredible evening. I was just thinking 4 intense days of intellectual stimulation, so much learning, and then you have the installation, which I thought, congrats, Kelly, great job, Farshad. I was inspired. And then there's this gala, right? The 2 breaks where it's not your brain that's on high gear, but your heart, your compassion, your love, your care, and to thank you to each one of you for what you do in your work each day as immigration lawyers. You rock, you change the world, and we're going to hear from a little kid that's going to make all of us very humble because she's absolutely brilliant. She's so smart. So I'm honored to present the winner of the 27th annual Celebrate America Creative Writing Contest. For nearly 3 decades, this contest has touched students, teachers, and communities with powerful stories of the immigrant experience, many of which are born directly from students' deeply personal experiences. Since its start, over 100 fifth graders have participated in this contest through poetry, prose, and essays. And remember, it's 100,000 kids, but their families and their community, you're talking probably millions who now know about the council, our work, and this essay contest, right? Like Janet and many of you talked about, I just love this contest because it provides an opportunity for the next generation to stop, think, and learn about the role immigration has played in our nation's history and how it continues to shape our country today. I felt so passionately about this contest and all of the critical work that the American Immigration Council does, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, everybody here is so generous, that I decided to make a multi-year $1 million pledge to invest in their work. Thank you. I would love for someone here tonight to make me look cheap. That was not part of my comments, but that would be so cool, a law firm with that, right? As you listen to our contest winner read her essay, I encourage you to consider the contest's impact on children across the country and continue to invest what you can in the council's work. And I know Paul mentioned time, talent, treasure. If you don't have the money, give us your time, give us your talent. Continue to support us in whatever way you can. Before introducing the winner, I would also like to thank AILA chapters across the country for your incredible work in running this contest. It couldn't happen without your hard work and dedication running local contests, coordinating with the schools, and elevating such great talent. A very special thanks to Paul Lee of the New York chapter for coordinating this year's winning local contest. This year's winner of the Celebrate America Creative Writing Contest is Angela Du, a 5th grader. I mean, she's 10 years old, okay? Attending the Chapin School in New York City. Angela is deeply influenced by her own experience as a child of an immigrant family. She vividly remembers the stories that her father, her proud parents who are right there, her father told her about his journey from China to America. Angela shares her perspective about the challenges that immigrant families face and how they are an essential part of this country in her poem, Stories of Us. And with that, I am honored to present this year's winner of the 27th annual Celebrate America Creative Writing Contest, Angela Du. Let's give her a warm welcome.
Okay, so before anything happens, I just want to give a big thank you to, one, the American Immigration Council, because, like, duh. Two, my parents. And three, Sheila for organizing this contest. So, yeah.
Oh, it blocked your face. Can you read?
Yeah. Stories of us. I sit by the windowsill, gazing outside. Down on the street, so many heads, each is unique. Amidst the traffic and frantic honking, I sense the presence of millions of others, just like me. I contemplate the journeys, each of us, all of us have a story. When mothers and fathers ventured far across the world, their sense of adventure leads them in search of a new life. Then I think about all the diverse people and a myriad of languages, some foreign to one, but familiar to another. When I open my window, I hear those languages harmonizing, merging together to form a chorus. But not just any choir, the symphony of every single person's story, a song where every note counts. I think about the stories that Father would tell me, about my father's mother and his migratory voyage, my father's trip to America with only $300 in his suitcase and a brain. I ponder about each and every one of the people in my neighborhood, and I wonder why Father would be willing to relinquish everything to speak in a foreign tongue. I think about his pride in having dual nationalities, about being able to keep his traditions close to heart and embracing a new part of himself, American. Then my thoughts drift to school, all of the different students, each of us with our own stories, the accounts of our ancestors and all that they sacrificed for us, each and every one of us, to be here at this moment, right now. To be present, someone had to work hard. Someone had to shed tears of exhaustion, leaving behind familiar joy and wonder, leaving behind family and friends, to create new memories and stories in one country, forming one grand story. But this story isn't just any story. It is the story of us, the U.S., the story of the United States of America.
Thank you, Angela. You did an amazing job.
Thank you.
And now, the more we hear from you, I mean, she's 10 years old. I think she's just brilliant. And she's one of the few that can write and speak, a very rare talent to be able to do both so brilliantly. And now that you have 1,000 new fans in your fan club, we'd like to learn a little bit more about you. So, can you tell us just a little bit about yourself, maybe a little of your hobbies? Do you have a dream job that you could share with your 1,000 new best friends and admirers?
My name is Angela Du. I'm 10 years old, and as Sheila said, I'm in 5th grade at the Chapin School of New York. In my spare time, I love reading, writing, playing violin, playing softball, doing math, and acting. And reading just kinda makes sense, 'cause, there's lots of books out there that just kind of lie there if you don't read them.
Your hobbies and
When I grew up, originally I wanted to be like a writer and director to produce my own films about what it's like to be part of an immigrant family. Like, my parents came here and they weren't used to American customs. So for me, it felt like I was like in the middle of a tug of war game, being pulled between where I come from and America. So, but now that I'm here, I feel like being an immigration lawyer would be pretty cool.
She's inspired us, and we've inspired her, so we've done good today. You know what? Our future is safe if immigration lawyers at her age, and we know that they will take over the mantle when we are long gone. So thank you, Angela, for giving us that confidence of the future of our profession. I know you hinted a little bit in your poem about the inspiration behind your poem. So you'll have to share just briefly, and maybe what I thought was very clever, very creative with the title. How did you come up with the stories of us?
So I was thinking about the part about stories, like each person, how they come here is a journey, and each journey is like a story, and it's more of an adventure. But each adventure is a story behind who we are, and I just thought that was really cool, so I knew I had to include that in my title. And then I was like, but stories of doesn't make sense, so then I decided, why not USA, like United States of America? Then I realized how weird that sounded. So I was like, what do I do then? So I decided, maybe just shorten it a little. Stories of US. Then I realized something, like, really important. It's that if you take away the 2 periods in US, it's actually a word. So I was like, what about stories of us? And I was like, it's like the light bulb clicked in my head. I was like, oh yeah, because it's the story of who we are as a welcoming nation, so that immigrants that are coming here feel welcomed, and that they don't have to be like, oh, I'm an immigrant, I have to hide, I'm different from everyone else here. So that's why I named it Stories of Us.
You know, Angela, the more we hear from you, the more excited we're all getting, and the more we're feeling great about the future of our profession being in great hands. So we'll try to wrap up, because I know we want to have, wrap this evening up, though we could all spend the whole evening hearing you. Why do you think it's important for kids to learn about immigration in school?
Okay, this is a first-hand experience, but in 2nd and 3rd grade, my teachers were nonstop. George Washington's horse was knocked killed by a bullet, and then he made the United States. Like, okay, I get the point. If there wasn't people, what makes a country a country? So I thought, hey, there's people, immigrants that came here from like, I don't know, Europe and like Asia and Africa and like the other continents that I can't think of. Oh, South America. Antarctica? And yeah, but like, so I thought that we have to learn about our country not as what a single person did, because our country isn't made of a single person. It's made of many, many people that came here even though they knew they would face the same hardships they faced before. Just knowing that by coming to the land of the free, where supposedly in like, I don't know, 1848, there were gold nuggets on the streets. But they came here just because they knew they would have a better future here, which is why students need to learn about this place, not as what the first president did, of more as who we are as a country.
Thank you, Angela. Let's all give Angela a great round of applause. Great job. Great job. Great job. Take your thing.